4 o'clock, Ralph Hipp here. So glad to have you join us. We have another terrific show for you today. I want you to meet my first guest. He's coming on in about 7 or 8 more minutes in the 13 newsroom. Nick Scott, and he is from Ottawa. He is a wheelchair bodybuilder. This is a huge event. Would you call it a sport, Nick? A sport, recreational event, competition? It's a bodybuilding competition. They're all in wheelchairs. It's in Palm Beach, and that's coming up in March. So we have our guy from Ottawa, Kansas, going down there to participate in that, and Nick will talk about that in just a few more minutes. Also, well, next up, I want you to meet Nick Scott, the Ottawa, Kansas wheelchair bodybuilder who won't let his wheelchair slow him down. His story of inspiration and perspiration is next here on 13 News at 4. Thank you, Judy. Have you heard what my next guest does? We talked about it for a little while there. Wheelchair bodybuilding. It's been a competition and event on the national scene since 1994. And one of its current heavyweight champs is Nick Scott of Ottawa, Kansas. Nick, how are you? You got a good, strong hand. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, grizzly grip, baby.
Golly. That is good. Hey, it's really nice of you to come over from Ottawa, from Franklin County. We appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you having me here.
What's going on in Franklin County and Ottawa? Any big news stories over there? You're the big story right now?
I guess so. That's what everybody's pointing at.
We'll talk about the competition. I want to start at the beginning. When I talk to people, I like to start at the start. Tell me about the accident you had and why you wanted to be in Ottawa for your rehab.
Well, I was in a car accident August of 98. What was it? August of 98. My left front tire blew out.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I was going to football practice, it blew out and it left me like I rode my vehicle. My car hit me in the back in midair and I broke my back and damaged my spine at T12L1.
But you were a pretty big, strong guy being a football player. You were able to handle that, but it put you in the wheelchair about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I weighed about 175 pounds, and then about a year afterwards, I gained a bunch of weight, and I weighed about 280, 290 sitting in the wheelchair.
Right. How did you find out about wheelchair bodybuilding and get involved in it, Nick?
Well, after doing a whole bunch of powerlifting competitions and graduating from Ottawa University, I desired to do more. So then I researched and barely find any information on the sport. So then once I found information, I competed in March of 2006 for my first show.
Now, did they come to you to say, Nick, you really got to do this, or did you go to them and go, how can I get involved in these competitions?
No, I just did research, and there it was, and I showed up in Palm Beach Gardens and competed.
And that was the Nationals?
Yeah.
The Nationals are held there every year?
Yeah,
right?
held there every year.
Yeah. Now, when are the next ones coming up?
March of 2008, which is the 2008 Wheelchair Nationals. So.
And it's on the 8th, or about March 8th. We're about 6 weeks away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Getting ready for
That's got to be, Nick, a sweet trip to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
And it's every year they have it in the same place.
Same place.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
What do you do to train to get ready for this?
Right now, I lift 6 days a week, and I go about an hour to an hour and a half of lifting and about an hour to an hour and a half of cardio. 1 hour in the morning, 30 minutes at night.
Do you have a gym you go to, or you built a gym in your house, or how does that work?
No, I just train at the local gym, Ottawa Nautilus, there in Ottawa.
Ottawa Nautilus.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
It is. All right. Now, how can other people get involved? Like you know, they say, well, you know, what do I want to do to make a mark with my life? And you've certainly done that. I mean, you're the heavyweight champion in your division.
Well,
so,
like I competed all over the United States this past year, and this show will be my 11th show that I'll be competing.
But you've given the sport a lot of publicity lately, Nick, and if people say, I want to try this too, and I want to win the title that Nick won, how can they do that?
Well, nobody really knew about wheelchair bodybuilding, and then I built the main website. So.
And tell me about that. We'll hook it up on ours too. How can they find out more about it, Nick?
Oh, they just go to wheelchair-bodybuilding.com, and and I teach them how to compete and what they need to know, and if they got questions, they can just email me or call me, and I'll guide them in the right direction.
Wheelchair-bodybuilding, huh?
Yep.
Okay, and we'll put it on the WIBW. So, Nick, now the training regimen, do you pick up in intensity as we get to March 8th here?
Yeah, I still lift heavy. I do about 6 to 8 reps. I basically, I aim for 8 reps and just keep on getting heavier. And when I get to below 6 reps, I lighten the weight.
Lighten the weight and keep at it. Yeah. Well, Nick, I appreciate you taking some time, buddy.
Did you want to take your shirt off and we could have a pose down?
Well, let's see. I got the jacket on here. It won't pop. I don't think give me one of yours. Give me one of yours.
Okay, you want one?
Look at this. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay. Give me one. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. I was hoping to get some of that there. A little surprise at the end there.
Yeah,
Nick, thanks, buddy,
Thanks,
for coming over.
Ralph.
Good luck in the
Appreciate it.
competition.
Thank you.
Nick Scott of Ottawa, Kansas. Hey, isn't he? He's a great guy. We'll be thinking red in our next segment here for Kathy Belanger guides you toward giving the gift of life at the Community Blood Center. And red raspberries add a great taste to your day-old bread. Nick wants to try that raspberry bread pudding, don't you, Nick, in your training?
Right, that's right.
The recipe's on the way.
It's good mass builder.
And then Sunday, we do expect to be around 32 degrees. And if the cold weather is not good looking enough, how about that guy? That is way better. That's going to warm things up for us. But Ralph, you know, when I've got temperatures that are just that ugly, we've got this beautiful guy in here to help us out. So, you know, if you don't want to focus on the temperatures, it's the 4 o'clock show. And once in a while,
Nick's looking for the sunshine, too, over
I
there.
like Nick. We're going to have to have you back every day,
That's
man.
right.
Good work.
Oh. Nick, how did you like being on live television? That's good. He wasn't sure if he would like that. I think he loved it. Okay.
I think he enjoyed that.
I think he did, too.
I think he
Okay,
did.
Jeremy, thank you. And Nick, fine sculptured physique there on the 8 day. We appreciate Nick Scott and Kathy Belanger coming on the show today.